Hello, welcome back to Just Smell Better, the best fragrance channel in the world. Cologne fragrances. I used to be a hater for cologne fragrances, but over my years of collecting, which has been 1 year total, I've learned to love some of them. Some of them are still trash, but some of them, I found some hidden gems. So I've managed to collect 20 cologne fragrances, and today I'm going to attempt to rank them all on a tier list. This is the ultimate cologne fragrance dupe fragrance tier list, however you want to call it. We're going to be ranking them from smell, performance, price, and of course my personal liking for the cologne fragrance. This is my opinion, my tier list, my video. If you don't like it, you can write down your hate comment in the comment below. I don't care. So here are my 20 cologne dupe fragrances ranked on a tier list from A tier all the way down to F tier. Should we start negative or should we start positive? I think we're gonna start positive. Why not? Let's start off with some good vibes. Let's start off with Khadlaj Island. This one, when it comes to dupes, when it comes to colognes, S tier, ranked on a tier list from A tier all the way down to F tier. S tier, this is what a dupe is supposed to be. A cologne is supposed to be cheap, all right? I don't want no Latafa for $50, $60. This one was around $36 on Fragrance Spy. A cologne supposed to smell like the real thing. This one, perfectly cloned Champagne Le Beau Parfum. And of course, it needs to smell good, and this one smells so sexy. One of my best smells that I've recently picked up. I like to wear this one in the gym for my date nights. My girl loves this, so it ticks all the boxes. I love it, other people love it, and it's a huge compliment getter. So we're starting off with Khadlaj Island on the S tier. Next, let's go to a classic one, the OG Afnan 9 p.m. When I first started getting into fragrances and I was watching fragrance YouTubers, this one kept popping up and I always wanted to try it, and I tried the real Champagne Ultra Mil. I didn't like it at all. Now this one does make that DNA a little bit more wearable. It tones down the sweetness from the pear, so it is an improvement, but I just don't love the DNA that much. So this one stays on a D tier. I think a D tier is fair enough. Like, it is a good compliment getter. A lot of people love this DNA, but from my personal opinion, I'm not the biggest fan of the original Ultra Mil DNA. So this one, I can't rank it any higher. Let's do Mango Eyes, and at the same time, let's do Joe Milano Rolle 1. Now these two are very similar because they do clone the same fragrance. They clone Got a Fire by Stefan Humber Lucas, which apparently is one of the most hyped TikTok colognes right now, and they both smell like mango. Pretty realistic mango. Now they do smell very similar, so identical that I can't tell a difference. Now I do prefer Mango Eyes just because it is $30 and Roll It One was $100, and I feel like the difference is not that much for them to be $70 apart. So for that reason, I would give Mango Eyes a solid A tier, and I would give Joe Milano Roll It One a B tier just because of the price. Like I said, you gotta tick all the boxes, and so if I can get a similar smell for $70 less, it's obviously gonna be higher ranked in this video. Up next, let's do Lattafa Khamrah, the OG of OG colognes. Bro, this one like kind of took off the cologne industry. It was revolutionary, a clone of Angel Share, which a lot of people like to be annoying and claim that it's not a clone. It's inspired by Angel Share, so that counts. When I first got it, I was a big fan, but over the time I got a little bit bored. I realized it was a little bit sweet and feminine, so not my type of style. So I don't wear it much anymore, even though I mean the bottle is almost empty, but this is from selling samples. I don't wear it that much. So this one, I'm gonna have to put it on C tier because I do acknowledge it smells just edible and pleasant to be around. So I do acknowledge that, but I'm just not the biggest fan. I don't wear it much, so a solid C tier in the middle is perfectly fine. Rasasi Hawas Elixir, the newest Hawas in the whole line, and this is a clone of Champagne Paradise Garden. Champagne has a lot of clones. I just realized 3 out of the 6 right here are clones of JPG, and this one, it's gonna go on the D tier just because I'm not a fan of the tropical Paradise Garden DNA. Smells extremely sweet, overpowering, gives me a headache. I'm not a fan of the coconut fig smell. So if I don't like the original, I'm probably not gonna like the clone either. A good attempt by Hawas to make it a little bit more wearable, but I still don't like it that much. I'm gonna put it on the D tier. Next up, let's do Club de Nuit Intense Man. Another one of the OG clones, along with Lattafa Khamrah and Afnan 9 PM. This one I think came a little bit earlier, and a clone of Creed Abensis, which is the most popular, like probably the biggest cologne, men's cologne ever, Creed Abensis. It was again revolutionary for its time, and I never picked it up because I never had to. I never had to get the real thing because I had the clone for $26, and I'm pretty sure you can get it even cheaper nowadays. Such a good smell, smells smoky, masculine, still citrusy, perfect for rainy days, gym days, or even date nights. A lot of people don't like the opening. They think it's a little bit too intense, like the name says, but I love it, and my girl actually liked it too. So Club de Nuit Intense Man gets a solid S tier, one of the best clones of all time. One of my favorite fragrances overall. Like, this is a huge compliment getter in my collection. Rasasi Hawas Elixir, another clone of a JPG. This is a clone of JPG Le Male Elixir. So far, I haven't been able to wear it because it is summer. Like, it just got to 100 degrees in Chicago, which is extremely hot. I'm not gonna wear this one in the high summer heat. From the bottle, I do get a beautiful chocolate note, and I get a lot of honey, so I know it's gonna be extremely sweet, which I'm scared of because it's not my type of style. But from the bottle alone, haven't been able to wear it. I'm gonna give it a solid C tier, bang in the middle, because it has potential. But again, I haven't been able to test it out. Let's do the Game of Spades line. Let's start with Game of Spades Win. I'm gonna give this one like a D tier. I do love the smell, like I said on my first impressions. It's a beautiful, flowery, fruity scent, but it's a lot like, it's really feminine, so I can't wear it. It's a clone of Greenwich Village by Bond number 9, which is like around $200. And it became popular on TikTok because Drewski supposedly wears that one, so it became really hype. I had to pick it up, and you know, it's a beautiful smell, a good compliment getter, but a little bit more for women. It is a little bit headache inducing too, so another reason why I can't wear it much. So solid smell, but I can't wear it, so I can't rank it any higher. It's gonna have to go on D tier. Game of Spades Full House, on the other hand, is really wearable. This one of the most wearable colognes out there. Such a dumb reach fragrance, smells like luxury soap. Obviously a clone of Louis Vuitton Imagination, which is really popular, so there's so many clones out there. This one's pretty good. Longevity could be better, performance could be better, but the smell is decent enough. And for $70, I'd rather get this one than spend $300 on an overpriced, overhyped Louis Vuitton Imagination. So this one is gonna go on the A tier. Game of Spades Bid, on the other hand, it's gonna go straight to the F tier. This one is so bad. Like, I see the potential. Like, I really wanna see the potential, but I just can't. Like, I mean, I can't see it, but I don't want to wear it, and I don't like it. It smells like pickle juice, like a Burger King Whopper. It's pretty dirty, so not my style. I don't want to smell like this. Now, I always say this because I don't want to keep you away from a cologne that you might potentially like. A lot of people on TikTok hype this one up. A lot of girls hype it up. They say it's so masculine, smells like woods, and they like when their boyfriend wears this. So this one, it's a risky one, man. It's a risky one, not a safe blind buy. You're either gonna love it or you're gonna absolutely hate it, and I absolutely hate it. So F tier for Game of Spades Bid. Game of Spades Wildcard though is gonna get an S tier, one of the best clones and one of the best colognes in my whole collection. A clone of Bond number 9 Lafayette Street. I forgot to mention this one's a clone of Santal 33, which is by Le Lavo. And this one is so like, it's such a compliment getter. It is unisex, so women could wear it, men could wear it, but it's just an amazing smell. Smells powdery to me, like a mixture of powder and ambroxan. So kind of like, I don't want to compare it to Percival because that one's like so good, one of the best ones of all time, but like a mixture of Percival and Prada L'Homme, more leaning towards Prada L'Homme because it is so powdery, so clean. S tier though because it does pull so many compliments. Next, let's talk about my newest pickup. This is Afnan Turati Electrique, a clone of Blue Talisman by Excellent Halo. And let's bring the other one too at the same time. This is Lattafa Art of Universe, a clone of the same one. These two smell identical. It's the same fragrance, different bottle, different brand. I believe they honestly stole the DNA from each other, and they just want to sell it and market it as different colognes because they smell so identical. With that being said, the price is similar. I paid $45 for this one, and I paid $55 for this one because it was a new release, so obviously they gotta mark up the prices a lot. Blue Talisman is extremely happy right now, so they gotta capitalize from the popularity. They do a good job. I mean, I've never smelled the real thing, but these two perform pretty good. They're like a fresh, spicy, fruity scent for the summer. They both have paired notes, and like I said, a fruity take on a summer freshie. So decent colognes. I'm gonna give them a solid B tier. Let's finish off the Pride collection with Latafa Pride Vintage Radio. This one, it's a clone of Initio Paragon. I have smelled the real thing, and this one gets like 99% there. It's pretty similar. It's a fruity, plum, spicy scent with a little bit of oud, which is hidden well in there because I don't like get that much of it, which I really appreciate. It's a little bit darker, more complex to wear. People say it's a little bit like unisex or smells a little bit weird. I don't get that at all. I think it's a pretty unique smell for special occasions or date nights. My girl loved this, so I'm gonna give this one a solid A tier. And Latafa Pride Affection. Oh, this one, man, smells pretty unique, but I haven't gotten a chance to wear it yet. It smells like pistachio because it is a clone of Yum Pistachio or something like that, which I've never heard of, never smelled. But this one, I just picked it up because, I mean, it's a cool bottle. You know, I thought, why not test out something new? And it smells like milky pistachio, like pistachio ice cream. So I definitely found something unique, which I do appreciate that. In this cologne market, all you get is like gourmands, freshies, blue fragrances. They can get pretty boring. So when something new like this comes that's pretty unique, I really appreciate that. Like I said, haven't gotten a chance to wear some of these because it is 100 degrees plus. So I don't want to smell like melting pistachio ice cream. You know, I want to smell like the real thing. I don't want to be melting. So this one for right now is solid C tier, bang in the middle. It's gonna have to do perfectly fine. Lattafa Khamrah Fasan Untamed. This one's a clone of Versace Eros Najim, which is the Middle Eastern exclusive of course, Versace Eros. Not the biggest fan, it's kind of mid. Like I could do without it. I don't need it in my collection, so I'm gonna give it like a D tier. I don't need it. Like it's nothing crazy like that, like nothing inspiring. Fragrance World Liquid Brun. This one is a clone of Parfums de Marly Altior, and it clones it pretty well. I can tell like a little bit of differences in the quality. It smells a little bit worse, but Altior to begin with, it's nothing special like that. A little bit overhyped in my opinion. So of course the cologne, I'm not going to be the biggest fan of it. It's a solid DNA. I do give it props. It's a good compliment getter, good for date nights, but again, not the biggest fan of the DNA itself. So I'm gonna give it like a solid C tier. Detour Noir by Al Haramain is a clone of Parfums de Marly Layton. This one clones it pretty well. Again, the same as this one. I can tell a little bit of difference in the quality. It smells a little bit worse, but for $20, $25, and cloning a $200 plus fragrance, it does a pretty solid job. Now Layton, I do love it. I do love the DNA of PDM Layton, such a sexy apple pie, creamy gourmand smell. You smell edible. Like I want to take a bite of Layton. And so this one clones it pretty well, but I mean, I'd rather have the real thing. But for $25, I don't mind, so I'm gonna give it a B tier. And finally, number 20, Club de Nuit Milestone, a clone of the Gold Creed bottle. I still haven't learned the name. It doesn't matter. I'm not gonna get the real thing when I got this one. Smells like beautiful watermelon, so refreshing. One of the best cheapies for summer or cheapies overall for your collection. Such an easy to wear cologne, a freshie, smells pretty good, performs pretty good too in the high heat. Not intoxicating, no headache, no, it doesn't overwhelm people. It's just, it just lingers around you, leaves a nice scent trail of like a nice juicy watermelon. So this one's gonna have to go along with Club de Nuit Intense Man on the S tier. So there it is. After a long video and some hard decisions, we completed the ultimate clone slash dupe tier list. Let me know what you think about my tier list. I know I'm gonna have a lot of people pissed off with some choices. I think I did a solid job. You know, I would agree with myself. I hope so. This is my tier list, so This is all personal opinion. Let me know what you think about cologne fragrances overall. Do you like them? Would you rather have the real thing? Do you find it disrespectful to the original creator of a perfume? I honestly, I do find it a little bit disrespectful, but at the same time, when you're broke, you gotta do what you gotta do, man. And if the real ones weren't greedy like that and charging $300 plus for the real thing, I wouldn't have a problem, man. Like, it's their fault for overcharging the customers to begin with, and that makes the customers go find the cheaper alternative to the real thing. It's a complicated subject, but I don't care, man. I'ma just wear what I like, and I like to wear clothes sometimes, and sometimes I do like to wear the real thing, but that's a topic for another day. Thank you for watching. You can sample all of these colognes and more on my sampling website, smellbettersamples.com. The link is in the description. You can follow me on TikTok, Instagram, just smell better.